Hi everyone, it's Spring Benson here. I'm here with Bret Charlesworth. Bret is a complete freaking rock star. He's been in the industry about 3 years. This year he is on pace to do over 50 transactions for $20 million in volume, which is phenomenal for anybody, let alone somebody who's only been in the business for 3 years on the team. So I wanted to ask Bret what your number one takeaway of being on the team, of what you would tell somebody who's considering being on a team or getting into real estate.
Okay. Yeah, so either way, if you're new to real estate, I would absolutely recommend being on a team. And not just any team, but the Utah Life team. Yeah, because it's an awesome team. But absolutely recommend it. And if you're a more seasoned agent, but you're only doing a couple transactions a month, then you definitely can up your game if you're on a team.
Yeah, what do you think when you say that, why? Like, what do you feel like would be the differentiator?
Yeah, I think that the biggest difference is the accountability. The team holds you accountable. You're in an environment where you're succeeding and you're seeing other people succeed, and you're pushing yourself to want to compete in that environment and to do your best and to be held accountable. And so it just gives you that guidance. If you're new, obviously most real estate agents fail, to be quite honest with you, in their first year. And the team just gives you that chance to succeed, that opportunity by teaching you what you need to do to be successful and then holding you accountable to it.
Yeah, very cool, very cool. So Bret, fun fact, he's leaving the team.
Yes.
So he's 3 years deep and he's rock star and he's ready for a new adventure, which you're gonna slay it and do so well as a solo agent. So I'm really excited for you. Tell me what you feel like. I know we've had this conversation in the past of you being a brand new agent getting into the industry and joining a team versus not joining a team.
Yeah, so it's interesting because I joined a team, and my first year I did 42 transactions that year.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, which was awesome. Rookie of the year for Keller Williams Legacy, which was awesome. But it was just really a fulfilling year. And of course, you know, there's no guarantees that you're going to do that. You have to work your butt off to do that.
He worked his butt off.
Yeah.
So you know.
So just in the office at 8 a.m. every single day, hitting the phones, making the cold calls. I mean, and not everybody has to make cold calls, but that's the way I decided to do it. And, you know, one of the ways. I actually have, I don't know, you counted at one time like 13 different lead sources this year.
Yeah.
So there's all sorts of ways.
Which is actually very cool. And when I look at all the agents, we have 20 agents right now. The ones that are the most successful are the ones that have a variety of lead sources. They're not just banking on one thing. And you've been that one person that have had multiple ways of generating business, and you haven't just been reliant upon all the leads coming in from the team, like you've hunted as well. So that's been a huge part of your success too.
Yes.
Cool. One piece of advice besides joining a team would you give an agent? Because you're, regardless, like you're killing it. So what would you say?
So any agent, one piece of advice.
Yep.
Wow. Just you got to work. It's so easy not to work. It's so easy to just say, I'll just go home today and not do anything because I've put in my 3 hours. But you know, you're going to put in, especially if you're new, 10 to 12 hours a day or more.
Yep.
And it's hard work. So you just got to get up every day and go at it.
I would agree. I think the number one thing that most agents think is they don't have a full-time job because they don't have a quote-unquote boss. And you hear me say this all the time, like, I don't know anybody else who makes a 6-figure income that doesn't show up for work. So yeah, you got to show up, you got to make sure you're putting in the grind. But it's been a pleasure. I'm really excited for your next adventure. You guys follow him on the gram, on social. He's going to do some big things, and we're excited for you.
Thanks, Spring.